and you guys are not short of any excitement, like winter, storms, hot summers. Every season has something. Spring. Yeah. Have you guys read the game plan on Discord? Cool. Very good. No, I'm holding the runners from last week. Yeah, from last week. No, not. I closed all positions. Took one. Well, it was break even. The other one was in profit. And I was doing gardening, so I wasn't really looking at the market. You're breaking up. Yep.
Be significant, do you think?
Hold on. Let's just wait 1 minute.
Trading is all about experience. It's to feel the adrenaline running through our veins. Like all the things we do that excite us. Whatever world we come from or live in, there are people that are born to succeed. They're called special. To hustle every day for an opportunity of a lifetime.
40k difference.
Looking for the challenge to shape our
would
future.
Be a significant difference.
It's something that's in our
Yeah,
DNA.
I think that's significant, but ADP has quite
A privilege
big
just
deviation
available for a few.
data.
Traders,
Always like
we see things
40,
differently,
60.
paying attention to every small detail
Is that from
that would
These
maybe go
numbers.
unnoticed by the common
Previous
eye.
one was
On or by the
40,
edge is our playground,
38,000 difference.
with a constant strive for glory,
39,000.
seeking for a new tomorrow.
So the
Do
standard
you feel
deviation is
special?
between 30 to 60,000.
Take back control of
It's
your
quite
investments.
wide.
And we expect what's the word called? Edit the previous. I forgot what that yellow dot means.
That's the revision.
Revision, that's the word I was looking for.
Revision. Revision.
Um,
So today we have to pay attention to the revision as well. But I think George may be more relevant. We will see. But because the Powell testimony, I don't expect much movement unless we have very, the actual data is far away from the forecast, above 50,000 standard deviation. Sorry, that's when I'm expecting some big movements. Let's have a look on Nasdaq. Is paying very nicely today.
You've done well on Nasdaq.
Very clean moves.
Lindo, Wagwan.
Yes, hello.
I missed both Nasdaq moves.
I love it. We do the work in the morning briefing, and in the afternoon I don't have to do anything. Just enjoy the profit.
And be handsome.
And I have to move my TP. I hate to move my TP, but I have to.
You have to move the TP in order to clean, so let's not go there.
How you doing, Don?
I'm trying to do good, but the day's only begun and we'll just go from there.
Whereabouts are you? East Coast.
Oh, no. That's just what my thing says. I'm actually in the great state of Utah.
Of what? Sorry.
Utah.
Utah. Oh, you got some nice woods there.
Yeah, we have some very nice scenery, from the red desert to the woods to mountain peaks to just about everything. Some of our lakes are really nice.
Man.
There's even a Mars Desert Research Station down in southern Utah, and I used to be a part of that. It's kind of interesting.
Oh.
Illuminati.
It was much stranger than even that, if you want to know the truth.
The truth is on the other side. Remember that.
Yeah, there was one time, and this probably get everybody going. I had a bunch of NASA engineers out there that were doing some preliminary stuff on one of the rovers that they sent up to Mars, doing the programming on it. And they were having a problem with the diesel generator that they had out there. So I was the maintenance person, seeing how I was a native Martian and lived out there. So I went out there and I looked at it and I figured, okay, let's just get this thing started. So I took a screwdriver out, went and put it up on the solenoid, got it started up, and about 2 or 3 of the engineers just about fell on their butts because they're sitting there going, he started a generator with a flat blade screwdriver. He must be like Chuck Norris.
Oh, who was the guy who fixed everything? MacGyver.
Yes, he was my idol.
He could literally build a atomic bomb from 3 items: screwdriver, garbage, or something. It's crazy.
I remember that secret, man.
Yeah, don't even let him have a microwave.
He was more inventive than the A-Team, man. And they used to push it together.
Taz.
What you talk about, Willis?
Moneymaker Taz. How you doing?
I'm all good. You're the milker. We just the followers, bro.
God, I'm so tired. And we have 24 minutes to do a full analysis on gold.
I've just been listening in on some of the budget. There's a lot of things I've been talking about. A lot. They love screaming.
We got
Don't
only
they?
8 minutes, bro.
Did they mention austerity?
They mentioned what? Sorry.
Austerity.
Prosperity.
Austerity.
Nah, I don't even know what that is, to be honest with you.
Austerity.
Austerity.
Is it my English or?
No, it's Austerity. Austerity. It means.
That'll just be my vocab. I'm not up there.
Yeah, it's restricted spending.
Yeah, you know when your mum
English to
doesn't give
English.
you economics to English. When your mum doesn't give you any pocket money, that's austerity.
The news is at 8:15.
Restricted
So do we
spending.
not have?
They've increased loan repayments to 24 months. They've abolished the £90 charge for whatever. What else? Fuel duty is frozen for an extended 12 months. There's another 5p cut in fuel duty. They're saying that they've got that the UK have got the second lowest debt in G7, and that VAT threshold for many businesses are increasing to 90,000 from 85,000, and that they are increasing the VAT, so the tax threshold, to 90,000 instead of 85,000.
Well, it's not okay.
And then they've also introduced some brand new ISA, which is like an extra 5,000 allowance or something like that. So not really a lot, to be honest.
Yeah, it sounds like that they're trying to fight inflation, but also help small businesses. Yeah, they're trying to ease the inflation-caused pains. So what they're trying to do is they're trying to ease the pressure on disposable income. And sorry, I was wrong. ADP is coming up in 6 minutes. So we need to do some analysis. But members, you have everything you need. You have everything on the chart. Let me show you, because we did the work in the morning. Right now, gold is above the daily pivot, so just based on technicals, it is looking very good for a long. But, you know, it's too high to buy, too bullish to sell. Waiting for the data could bring us some surprises. If the data, ADP, comes out higher than expected, meaning that more jobs being created and taken up by the United States citizens, it's going to push down gold. But if a weaker job report is presented to us, then gold is definitely going to 2160. But in terms of, you know, if the data is significantly greater or lower. Mohammed Mahmoudi, that's a cool name. Mohammed Mahmoudi. I want to join your group and I am in the payment stage. My question is, do you share trade ideas with students every day? That is, do you share the trades you open with students so they can enter?
Yes.
I let you guys answer this question.
At your own risk.
Yes, Habibi.
Yes.
And not every day.
It's not financial advice, though.
Only on
No,
news
yeah.
days.
Yeah, I do share my trades. If you want to see what I share, let me show you.
Look at him go. He scored.
How you doing, Brad the lad?
I'm very well, thank you, sir. I hope everybody else is playing safe today and making sensible decisions. Although going by the Discord chat, there's not many sensible decisions from a few people.
Tom, is it live today, Tamash? Are we going live? Is the morning briefing uploaded? So this is what I share to members every single day. If I enter, I send out, oh, come on. Enter the small side during live session, but I don't hold it too long. Market is still bullish. Well, it turned out 100 pip, so that was good. Yeah, I do share my MetaTrader screenshot. Sometimes in the morning briefing, like today when I entered the Nasdaq trade, there was no time. I shared it like 5 minutes later when I entered, but I entered live with the team.
Have a look at those blue numbers there. That's amazing. Those blue numbers just look so good.
Yeah, it's a good week. I mean, yesterday was woof, and
Amazing.
last week. Wayne Simpson, very confusing answers to your question. I have no idea. No, I was asked the question, do I share my trades? Yes, I do. Short answer is yes, long answer, yes, I do. What do you think, guys? Is the ADP going to be higher, lower?
The expectation is very higher, Thomas, compared to previous result.
Mate, I don't even know what ADP stands for.
I think ADP is a private payroll company. They have access to huge amount of data, and they do release it. I believe, in my personal opinion, that based on NFP, based on all the previous data, ADP is going to be a big upward surprise. In my humble opinion, and that is why I do a bit of front running.
Oh.
So the consensus, the forecast is 149,000. It was previously only 107. So they're in forecasting a huge increase, almost 50%, 42%, something like that. So even if the actual is still below 149, Thomas, it's still well above 107.
But it's very much possible. If you look at the ADP data, the standard deviation is between 30 to 60,000 K, sometimes even greater, hundreds, thousands, 200,000 difference. So same as NFP, massive standard deviation. Even, if you add up the numbers, I wouldn't be surprised if it comes up to 30 to 200,000. But just look at the data, like 228 versus 500,000. Wow. Massive deviations.
Oh my God!
I believe the market is the job market is very strong, and that is the reason why I entered into a front running position, short selling. But this is enter at your own risk. This is not financial advice. This is my speculation based on what we experienced and saw in the past few weeks and months. I still have, don't get confused, I have some runners buys, but these are like 0.1 lot. That's for the fun. It looks good when you have so many pips on the screen. It's entertaining, so I'm just gonna is the data out?
Yes, actual 140K.
Yes. Oh, it's still higher.
140K.
Still higher. What was the previous one? 100.
Previous is 111.
No, that's the revised.
That's revised.
107.
It's 107.
107. 107.
Oh, it was actually yeah. I think reasonable to hold the sales. The data was higher. It missed the forecast, but still higher. So it's quite inflationary. Let's see how the market is reacting. Remember, it's too high to buy, too bullish to sell, and everyone's waiting for jolts and Jay Powell testimony, which is going to be at 4 o'clock. So enter at your own risk. I only entered with 2 small lots, but we already booked profits in the morning. So easy day, just for fun. 2 lots, why not?
For the biscuit.
Nasdaq is pushing very nicely.
Sorry, Thomas, a stupid question. What we're looking at there on the left-hand chart, your left-hand chart, obviously it says sell 2 at 2133 there, and that's the stop loss for that trade immediately above. But the
Say it again. It's on the left-hand side.
Oh, sorry. On your left chart, obviously we see sell 2 at 2137, right? The stop loss for that is that one immediately above, I believe. And then
the one I moved now.
Yep, and then the TP above is for another trade, right?
Yeah. So if it's because I have so much profit on my screen, I apologize. But if you go down, I have 2 entries from 2030, which is running about 1,000 pips. So it's not a big deal. Without being cocky-eyed, I left these runners because it looks so cool that I have
Everyone
1,000
here.
pips.
I have too much profit on my screen.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, so big.
Hey, Corbin FX, how you doing, brother?
To be honest, I'm doing really good. I lost my voice somewhere else on the other planet, but I'm doing good, thanks. How are you? Looks like I'm still smashing gold.
Tudod, mit használ? A cumicidet próbáltad már?
Nem. Gyerek, cumiát néha bekapom, de az nem hatásos.
Yeah. ADP just came out. And those of you who don't know, Kobanefix is, he's the GOAT. He's one of the biggest technical traders I know on the planet. ADP just came out. Let's have a quick look on the data. I sent out the analysis to the team members, the full game plan, that if the ADP comes out higher, or higher jobs reports, because we have ADP and JOLTS, and just focusing on this one, ignoring everything else, ceteris paribus, just focusing on the data. By textbook, if the data comes out higher, that is a signal of a strong labor market, job market, which means it's bearish for gold. But we have many other factors to watch on, like the testimony of Jay Powell, like the fear of banking crisis, the fear of higher rates, so many different variables, but purely focusing on the data, it is a sell. For me, you could have another opinion, buy, it's absolutely fine, but based on the data, it is a sell for me, because the data today came out 140,000 versus 149. The previous data was revised from 107 to 111, so both of them are inflationary, even though the actual data missed the forecast. And that's it. Any questions?
No, good.
Hello, Tamas. How are you doing?
Very good. How are you?
Thank you. I'm good. I'm also good. Tamas, I have a question. Are we trading live during Powell testification?
Oh, someone didn't watch the morning briefing.
Yeah,
Bad boy.
Too long apart.
Bad boy.
2 hours between the two.
Although I know analysis is available in the group, but there is too much fluctuation during Powell's speech.
There would be quite a lot, you know, having... We started at just before 2 o'clock. The speech is in 2 hours, and it lasts for 1 or 2 hours, so that would mean 3 or 4 hours live trading together. That's a bit too much for me.
Doesn't like us that much. I'm joking. You can't stand us that much. I was
We're not going to sit here for another 2 hours.
Is it possible to discontinue this session right now and resume the session again?
Arslan, whatever you want. Everything you want, I do it, brother. Everything you want. If you want, I may marry your daughter.
Can I get a 10-ounce steak?
Yeah. You guys slowly killing me minute by minute.
Yeah, you're gonna have a fun signing a lot of people up to some website, man.
Yeah. Koban, Bense, are you buying or selling gold?
To be honest, I still have a gold buy position. I still keep it. You know exactly, fundamentally we can expect more upside movement, but with this kind of news we can expect also some retracement to the downside. The long term target I think is still higher. To be honest, what I have currently now is GBP, GPY, sell. We have almost 40 pips profit, nothing else. Open today. Yeah.
Are you selling GJ? Here we have. Okay. So Coban is going to analyze GJ for us. And live signal, guys.
Do you think? To be honest, we are up. We was up to 40 pips profit. So we moved the stop loss to break even because the news came out. But basically what we can see, the price takes out liquidity above to the H4 lower high level, and after I find lower time frame confirmation, so we just take a sell on it.
So would you enter into a sell on GJ now?
This point, not. We are already at break even. We was up to 40 pips profit. I was expecting from some movement after the USA news, but you can see it's not really reflect on the market. Looks like.
I think it's reasonable. I think it's reasonable to enter. I mean, I do agree with your sell, absolutely. If you look at just technically speaking, because I wasn't following GJ for a week.
It was me. So basically, what we can see there is you see equal highs. The price takes out that. Also, the H1 structure was this one. So
yeah,
at this point, definitely lots of liquidity. What was taken out, and on the lower time frame, I find the entry there. And now I'm expecting at least this lows taken out today.
Wow.
Nice, Ben. Nice analysis.
Yeah. The bracket. Okay, so Banter is much better drawer than I am, but please pay attention to my awesome bracket. The previous support became a resistance, so I think it's, you could use as for stop loss. Just put it above and sell it. Maybe. Not financial advice.
Do what you want, but I have no responsibility.
Yeah, but some people are just absolutely helpless.
Yeah.
If you say something, they for example, there was a guy like 2 years ago, morning briefing on a Monday, we're buying gold, booked 80 pips profit, and then the market would crash like 1,200 pips. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Thursday he was asking me, are you still holding your buy? Because he was holding his buy. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Goldie. Second bet trade this week on gold. But purely based on the data, I'm favoring sells. GJ Coben FX just pricked my ears with a sell on GJ. What do you think, guys?
No, I'm staying out.
I think in 30 minutes you break the structure, so it's
Thomas,
favor for sell.
Thomas, are you just sell gold because this fundamental data came out?
Yes, but the problem is that it's very high now, so it's just focusing on the data. It's ignoring everything, ignoring all-time high, ignoring banking crisis, ignoring everything else. So I placed that trade purely on the ADP data, which sometimes maybe it wasn't the best decision, but I said when I entered that I purely on the economic data.
Yeah, basically, I think what is possible on gold, you can be still fine, but what I find myself so many times, the price really like to take out the previous daily high. You can see yesterday, if you check the 1 hour candles, you can see huge rejection every time when the price was at 2,140 level. So absolute possible the price first takes out the previous daily high, because you can imagine how many orders above that level, and after it makes the retracement. But the problem, if we're checking the left side, what we can, just the heaven, nothing else. So
just the heaven.
Resistance, yes. So
it's true.
A bit difficult now, but yeah.
But if you
exactly, anytime can become a bigger retracement.
We had a discussion in the morning briefing. By the way, guys, if you want to join the academy, we do morning briefings every single day. We talk about macroeconomics and stop loss, goals, all that. And I was listing the bullish and bearish factors on gold. And the bullish factors on gold, the fear of a potential banking crisis in the US, another bank just almost defaulted, geopolitical tensions, global economic slowdown due to China, Chinese property market crisis. What else? Did I miss anything? Yeah, these are the bullish factors. And on the sell side, bearish factors for gold are fear of higher rates for longer, but that was out of the question in the past 2 weeks because there was literally no, there wasn't many central banks. No, there were speeches, but there was no statement or rate decision or anything, so it was out of the way. But now it's back again because of the Powell testimony. And strong labor market, strong job market. So I think that there are more bullish factors on gold, but data is data. You can't argue with that. And if Powell comes in today at the testimony, and if he says anything, hawkish with new information, it's going to send gold back down to 2100.
What's your expectation on this testimony? Do you think it will be a hawkish statement, Tomasz, or do you think?
Yeah, I think he's going to. I think he's going to be super hawkish. He has to defend his actions. It won't. It will be very dirty. More like an interrogation and not a testimony. It's usually very ugly. And how Jay Powell responds when they piss him off, he becomes hawkish. That it's his job. But usually politicians argue that he's sending the economy into recession. And the last time when there was the hearing from the Senate, actually there was an old lady and another guy was talking about minorities and how they're suffering because of the high interest rate. Yeah, everyone is suffering. Don't bring in the race card. Everyone is suffering from high rates. There are all different color of people suffering from high rates. And it just turned into a shit show. So I wasn't trading the last time, or I stopped trading the last time because it was disgusting.
Yeah.
You remember that politicians, they use this opportunity to raise their voice and to hear their voice to the public. So they're going to look like that they're defending the public.
Yeah. But in fact that they're not. They're just putting something that's completely the opposite. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, it's possible the war escalation too next week or the month.
Why?
Something starting to happen on the market.
Yeah, something's going on.
Yeah, we're getting some 8:30 volatility.
I'm just see some profit somewhere.
Baby.
Ridwan Maulana, sell TP Mister at demand area. Just ask your bank account. It's not even probable that it's going to sell off. Maybe it's going to go up. So why don't you ask buy TP or sell TP?
To be honest, I have a notification and alerts. The previous daily low was taken on the DXY. So possible some reverse.
I think this is probably the second time this week or the last 2 weeks I was trying to sell. Yeah, actually last 2 weeks I was trying to sell gold. I was buying every single day. That's why I kept some of the buys to show off. Nice US positions. Yes, thank you so much. We called the sell and the reversal as well today. But I took most of the profit already. And actually, I'm going to lock in some more profits. Yep, logged in. And the rest is just...
Subtext are released in Fed Powell, Thomas. I just mentioned in our group, in a general chat.
Logged in more profit. And now just observing the market.
It was the CAD news over there in Canada.
Fed's Powell, we don't expect it will be appropriate to reduce policy rate until we have greater confidence. Inflation moving sustainably toward 2%. Prepare testimony to House Financial Services Committee. Yeah, and what does it tell us? That, you know, he's going to deliver a hawkish stance, even though there is no new information in this statement. Thank you, Mahesh. I'm going to close down the Nasdaq position.
Okay.
So now only gold is running.
Thomas, would you say that there's a high chance of gold going up just so it can touch the all-time high?
Anything is possible, brother. Anything is possible. But I think the wording, the question is... Maybe rephrase the question. You asked the question, is it possible that gold is going up? Why don't you ask, like, what could be the reason or the drivers which push gold higher?
Well, as for reasons, I can think of there being like the market sentiment, which, or, well, the bias is still in a way bullish. Well, there's the American banking crisis, the China and everything going on. There's also the psychological factor of it being the all-time high, which people tend to lean towards too.
But these were the same factors as yesterday and the day before and last week, weren't they?
That's fair.
Was there anything new?
Right now, the ADP came out lower, if I was right. And I think that was
Came out lower, but still higher than the previous one, so it's still inflationary, right?
Yes.
In my interpretation. Yeah, it's just a question of how do we interpret the data, how do we interpret the economy, and that's why we have sellers and buyers, because not all of us thinks the same way about, you know, the market.
Yeah, I'm still a bit stuck on when something is inflationary in comparison to deflationary. So, well, as like a novice, so to say, I looked more at the numbers. Like you said, if it's lower, it's good. If it's higher, it's bad. But since I joined, I started to realize that if it's lower, it has to be significantly lower, or it has to be in a certain range of it being lower in order to actually mean something.
Exactly.
What's that guy wearing? Who was just talking?
Tom, I have to go. Thanks for the opportunity being here again. See you later.
See you later.
Have a nice trading day, guys.
Have a beautiful day. See ya, Bence.
Thank you. See you, guys. Sziasztok.
I like this, Habibi. It's a good song.
And those of you watching the stream, the YouTube followers, I send the Telegram link into the YouTube chat. Follow me on Telegram because I do send some, macroeconomic things every single morning, bit of morning briefing, bit of information to help you to have an easier day and to trade easier. Dear officer, says Shabazz Ali. Dear officer, is it included live trading daily? Yes, it's included.
Guys, I will be going. Good luck, Thomas. Good luck, everyone.
Good luck, brother.
See you later, bro.
Hi, Thomas. I'm Kevin here.
Hello.
Hi, I just want to ask you, like, the data came out lower, right? And based on your analysis in the Discord, it says that if the ADP is lower, that means gold will go higher, right? Yeah, like I just want to understand why you went into the cells.
Because you're comparing it to what? The forecast, right?
Yeah.
So the forecast or the actual data compared to the forecast came out lower. Not significantly lower, but if you look at the previous data, then the direction is correct. The direction is in line with the forecast because the forecast was higher than the previous and the actual data is higher than the previous. And that's the reason why I took the sell side instead of the buy, because the labor market is still strong, or the job market is still strong, payrolls have been printed. That's the reason for selling and not buying. So you need to look into the narrative, and also you need to take into consideration what you're comparing to and with. The actual to the forecast, or actual to the previous, or previous to the forecast and actual.
Oh, okay, got it. So it's based on the last data, so it's higher. That's why it's you are predicting a sell, is it?
Yeah, because the actual data is in line with the forecast. When we talk about directions, it's higher, but it came a little bit lower, so it missed the forecast a tad bit. But the direction is spot on.
All right. Thanks, Thomas.
Is the labor market and the job market the same thing, or are they two different things? Because you just corrected yourself there and said job market instead of.
Yeah, that's two different things.
Oh, okay, what's the difference between labor market and job market?
So when you look at the data, there are specific data related to labor market. For example, you need to help me out because I'm losing. I'm getting tired now.
It's all right.
So
it's all right.
NFP. Well, there are some common characteristics and some data, but ADP, for example, is job market data. So how many jobs being created? Unemployment rate is related to job market and labor market, and how many unemployed people. Jobless claims is purely labor market data.
Okay. And then is NFP, that would be job market as well then, right? Not labor.
Yeah.
Kai, you can look those up. Like the definitions of those are very easy just to see the differences and to understand what the components are.
Yeah.
They have their own sort of specialities. They focus on different things, don't they? But it's you can spend a few minutes and just look that up.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Well, the thing that hassles me is when they change non-farm payrolls, but it's not on the first Friday of each month. Like sometimes it'll be you know, they'll move it, or technically it's too close to the start of a month, it's on a different Friday. And I sit here looking at the calendar, waiting for everything to happen, and nothing happens because it's on the wrong day. So Thomas, are you going to be online here for some time now, or what's your view for the afternoon in terms of this?
My plan for the afternoon is to go to the fridge, have a nice ribeye steak with some croquettes and Brussels sprouts. We love Brussels sprouts and steak. Maybe have a can of beer, non-alcoholic. And finish the freaking terrace.
Yeah, nice.
Cleaning up. And I will leave the joy of watching the chart for hours to you guys.
It's a pleasure.
Wonderful.
Andre. I mean, hours of joy watching every single tick.
It's funny how even when you have so many trades on, you know, still confident in the fundamentals, you can go off and have that steak and that beer out on the back, right? You don't need to be watching every dollar and pick that way.
But you know, usually if I know that there is, for example, testimonies coming up, if I have big position, I will close it, and if I have to go away, I would close all positions, because anything can happen when there is a qualitative type of, you know, speech or interview or hearing is on the table. If there is no data, then I'm confident to leave the trade. Or if there was data, and if I know how to trade the data, then, you know, I'm just confident to leave it.
Yeah.
But if I know if there's anything that can change the direction, I wouldn't risk leaving a trade and going away.
Makes sense.
Sylvia Matamoros. Hello, Sylvia. Hello. Is your way of trading, is it smart money concept? No, it's economics. So, to give you a bit of background, I'm an economist by education. You can read up about me on my website, sending the link for you in the chat. So I'm an economist by education. Did the undergraduate and the masters. Also did CISI certified. So I did securities. I did the whole capital markets program. Started CFA, but I haven't finished it. It's just too time consuming, and the work experience actually worth more than just the CFA alone. I used to work in a hedge fund for financial companies, Thomson Reuters, Mirai Asset Management, one of the biggest Eastern European banks, managing 14 countries as a capital markets risk manager. Yeah. So I don't trade smart money concept. I don't believe in ICT. I think it's one of the biggest scams in trading history. There are some good concepts. It's very good marketing. Some of the concepts are actually very, very how to say, not misleading, but can't find the right word. Even I was tempted to, like, oh, this guy knows what he's doing, but it turns out he's a scammer. By the way, I trade macroeconomics fundamentals because I'm an economist, so I don't trade. For technical perspective, you can use anything. You can use smart money concept, you can use ICT, you can use patterns, because you need technical analysis. You need something to enter the market. But I don't use those kind of magic things.
Isn't that crazy how he has indicators named after him that other people develop and his concepts has such a following, and then for it to turn out, with all the information that's come out about him recently, that is incredible.
Yeah, I know there's someone in Africa named his children after ICT.
No.
Oh my God.
No.
Yeah. Poor guy.
What's wrong with people?
What? Wait a minute. What is the name of the child? ICT?
It has ICT.
His name's Michael, so I'm guessing it's Michael.
Michael
Yeah.
That was an
Adelson is his name,
observation,
right?
ICP, not the name.
Yeah, he's been caught very, very badly. There was a video someone posted in the group. I watched it. I was like, wow, this is I love him. He is just so good at fooling people.
Sorry, I have to look that up.
I'm not sure that's a good quality.
Well,
I think
you know,
the
you have to admit that if someone can fool tens of thousands of, if not hundreds of tens of thousands of people, he's good at it. The only thing I don't have any problems with the way he's trading. I do have problem when he's fooling people, but one of my biggest pet hate is his attitude. It just stinks. He's a horrible person. Like, have you ever heard this ICT guy video or live session or something? He's just bad person, very bad attitude.
I agree on that, but as a trader, that's from the start of my career. That's all I've known is Michael ICT, right? And everything that I've learned from him, technical side of things, everything that I apply to the markets work. So I didn't really have much to say bad about him, to be honest, in that regards. And then obviously I've came here as well to learn the fundamental aspects. So I get a bit of both. So from the technical side of things, I mean, what he says, I apply to the markets and I see it work. But I think some things that he says about himself, about winning competitions, doing this, doing that, bigging up his ego, that might be taken out of perspective a bit.
Yeah.
But his concepts, they work. I mean, I apply them myself. I see it
Brother,
work.
if it works, if you make money, use it. And I think that's why I said that I don't want to say bad thing about smart money and ICT and all of that, because it's a way, it's a vehicle for you to learn about trading. And it's a wonderful thing. And it doesn't matter. When you go out, when you start trading, you look up a technical analysis book. There's just so many things. Patterns, Fibonacci, algorithms, EAs, ICT, smart money, institutional trading, which is bullshit. Doesn't matter what you start in technical analysis, because these are wonderful things for you to learn the market. Use it as a vehicle, but don't place too much hope in these, because they won't work. So even technical or fundamental analysis won't work without technical analysis. I do admit it. Technical analysis without fundamentals will never work. When you combine these things together, your chances of winning in the market is going to be just huge, elevated.
Most definitely. That's what I've realized. But throughout joining this community as well, because I was missing that fundamental side of things. But now that I've got that, I can definitely confirm that that's true.
Utkarsh is asking how many years you have been taking to complete your education. Well, three years for the undergrad, a year for the masters. The CISI, I think there was about 7 individual exams over the course of 2 years or 3 years. 2 years. CFA, I wasted probably 2 years. 2 years. Work experience, God, 14 years.
CFA's tough. CFA's difficult. I did the first module of CFA. And then it was just...
Which one you did? Sorry.
The first module of CFA. It was.
I can show you how many books just CFA level 1.
Yeah.
This many books.
Yeah, it's crazy.
This many books is just level 1 on CFA. Is it worth studying CFA? Yeah, it's kind of like the finest pedigree in finance and especially portfolio management. I think there are better and cheaper ways with less stress for example, CISI is a freaking difficult as well, but it's easier to pass. And the FCA, if you go into professional trading, the CISI is recognized globally. And if you trader in the UK or Europe, the Financial Conduct Authority accepts CISI. And in fact, many corporate or companies are sending their employees to CISI rather than CFA because faster, cheaper, and satisfies the regulator.
Yeah.
And I closed down the bloody NAS buy, and it's going up.
Thomas,
And
can you give me your opinion about the CBDC? The 11 March, going to suppose to the Federal Reserve apply the CBDC, that is the central bank digital currency.
What's the CBDC? Sorry.
Central bank digital currency.
And what's my opinion about it? You're asking?
Yeah, if you have, yes.
Every central bank has been actively looking into issuing their own digital currency for the past 5 years. So can't comment on it.
Thank you.
Guys, I'm going to drop off. I'm going to leave you to your afternoon. So all the best and trade safe. Huh?
See you later.
Adios.
Nuri Hasem is asking what technicals are you using. I just look at the market, supply resistance, and a bit of mix. So Andrew Coughlin, would price action direction of the XY have any effect of the execution of your fundamental analysis? Yes, but the XY or the dollar strength is determined by the yields and the perception of market about interest rate and inflation expectation. So first you need to know these things, and then then you will know which direction dollar is heading. GJ has dropped. Oh, damn. I told you I need to sell. I should have sold.
Hello, Thomas.
Hi.
Yeah. I have a question. Can you share the website where traders are placing their votes for the change in interest rate? Yeah.
Say it again.
There is a website you use to check people are putting their votes in favor of changing the interest rate decision.
Can someone help me, because Nafiz, your mic is...
Wait.
No, we didn't understand what he was.
What was the question, Nafiz?
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yes, better.
Yeah. Sorry, the headphone sucks. Actually, you were using a website where people are putting their votes in favor of interest rate decision. So I'm puzzled in finding that website where someone can see how many people are in favor of changing, decreasing our rate cuts.
It's the Fed Watch tool.
Fed Watch tool, okay.
This is it, and you can change the date. For these are the dates for the rate decisions: March 24th, May, June, July, September, November.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, guys.
Sorry. Can I get a quick question? You get off, Thomas.
Yeah, is that your question?
Yeah. What's it called? You know, with seasonality trends, obviously being a fundamental trader, everything can change in a given year depending on data and stuff like this, in regards to a 20-year average. But if you're looking obviously on a 20-year average on a seasonality chart, how often do you see that trend follow suit?
Seasonality is a wonderful thing. If the current year is similar to the ones you're comparing it to, if everything stays the same. But if there's a COVID, if there's a war, if there's a global slowdown, or any supply or demand side shocks, for example, Evergreen, a freaking big boat stuck in the canal in Suez, you know, these kind of things, they do affect seasonality. For example, the Chinese New Year. If there was no property crisis in China or slowdown, gold wouldn't pump this much after the Chinese Lunar Year.
Sure. Okay. Yeah. Thank you for that. Thank you.
Okay. Guys, I'm going to call it today. Today, there will be Joel's job openings, and at the same time, Jerome Powell is going to start his testimony in front of the Senate. Stay alert, stay focused. This is all you need to know. If the JOLTS comes out higher, and if Powell comes out, you know, very hawkish, the market is going to drop. Otherwise, it's just going to continue, you know, higher and higher, hitting new all-time highs. Thank you so much, and have a good day. I'll leave you to.
Good day. One question before you go, if I may. Do you think that the JOLTS report will set a direction for the market today, or do you think that it's like the market's going to stand still until Powell begins testifying?
Again, if there is a significant deviation, more significant than, you know, what was the ADP, yeah, I think if the JOLTS is in line with, you know, printing above 9 million, the market is going to go down, and then Powell can move the market. If the JOLTS is in line with expectation, gold is going to higher, and then it's up to Powell and the committee what kind of questions they're going to ask.
Right. Okay. Thank you for clarifying that.
Thomas, have a good rest of your day.
Have a good day, guys. See you later.
Cheers. Bye.
Alligator.
Thank you. Thank you for your time, boss.
And those of you who would like to join the Alpha community, free membership left for the month of March. 50% discount. We do live trading almost every single day, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Morning briefings, live trading, TP, stop loss. I send all my analysis and all my positions when I enter into a trade. If you would like to join the Alpha community, go to alphafx.eu. Also, it's worth looking at the chat. There may be something hidden for you, maybe a link with a cheaper price. Anyway, thank you so much, guys, and see you tomorrow. Have a good day.